that on the 9th of June, June 2015, I happened to be one of those who was not in this chamber too. So I was somewhere else, believing that a preliminary procedure for putting the Senate together will be achieved. God, in His infinite mercy, decided otherwise. As a Muslim, I have accepted that in total and have pledged my loyalty to what God has put in place for me. I have said it, that I have had the privilege of being in the House of Representatives for 8 years, managing 360. And while at the House of Representatives, the Deputy Senate President will know that I was one of the troublemakers who never believed that Senate deserved any leverage as far as the bicameral operation of our democracy is concerned. And therefore, when we met in Mina for constitutional review, I protested that for the purpose of accountability, I wanted this House to act alone. And that was what brought the crisis of chair and co-chair. But I have made my position clear. I have equally said it, that God has been so merciful to this country at this given time, in the way and manner He chooses to constitute the Senate. I have had personal interaction basically with each and every senator. And I can say with the highest degree of responsibility that I doubt if in the next Senate the country will be lucky enough to have men imbued with knowledge, patriotism, and desire to remove the Federal Republic of Nigeria from the long years of misgovernance and place it on the democracy that compares with any international state standard. I hope that those that God has given this opportunity will take this opportunity seriously. Two things keep on worrying me. And one is that in the last 1 year, the Senate has not properly defined what public opinion is all about. And I said, for us to succeed as leaders, we must first of all recognize the fact that Nigeria consists of over 170 million Nigerians. And therefore, in aggregating the opinion of few who believes that until something is done on their own way, it will not work, we must be very, very careful. In the debate preceding the presentation of the budget, I did mention that distinguished Senator Tuodo Oji has a constituency consisting of Aguneze, Okirikanweke, Abin, Ihite. And I came back to my distinguished brother Anyanwu, and I said he has Ebema, Ohaji, Achimberi, Ahiazu, Umananu, Umukane, Umuapu. And I said, distinguished Senator Wamako has a constituency consisting of Prijingo, Lafodu, Sisawa, Kwaskwari, Alkamu. There will never be a time that a president of a country will have opportunity to visit each and every of these villages. The only way that the democracy and the framers of our constitution believed that our democracy should work is that we should come here as representative of the people and offer useful advice to Mr. President on how all the problems affecting these places will be done. And that is the singular reason why the power of appropriation is domiciled in the National Assembly. And let me say that Nigeria is the only democratic country that has given the leverage to the National Assembly to alter any proposition that is being presented to it from Mr. President. And the reason is simple. It has taken account of our multicultural, multi-religious, multi-ethnic composition, so that in one day we do not have one president who will decide to be bad and take the resources of the country and invest in constituency. The earlier Nigerians recognized this fact, the better for all of us. I'm exceedingly grateful to all my colleagues for giving me the opportunity to serve as your Deputy Senate Leader in the last 1 year. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Deputy Senate Leader. I had not forgotten that. I was just recognizing what I'm always used to. Senator Dinumilai.
Mr. President.
Don't forget, you have 2 to 3 minutes.
Mr. President, my microphone with due respect. Mr. President, my respected colleagues, Dino Melaye, Kogi West, I give glory to God Almighty, the Supreme Controller of the universe, who gave me the opportunity to serve in the 8th Senate under the indomitable and indefatigable leadership of distinguished Senator Bukola Saraki. I also want to thank God that I freely, as a Democrat and representative of my people, exercised my voting rights to choose who will be my leader in this same Senate on the 9th of June 2015. I want to salute specially that despite the falsely and deliberately planted distractions by people of inordinate ambition, capricious manifestation, and reaction formation, that the Senate President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria have remained focused, unrattled, principled, not perturbed, not worried, and intellectually mobile, taking us gradually to the promised land. I thank you for your intellectual sagacity, Mr. President, and the leadership of the Senate. We thank you very much for your sacrifice to Nigeria and Nigerians. Leaders are usually not being eulogized in this country. But I want to say, without fear of favor, and to the misinterpretations of distractors, that you are a rare gem, Senator Bukola Saraki. People who get the kind of undeserved bashing that you are getting would have derailed by now. I salute your sagacity, I salute your intellect, I salute your leadership style. I also want to appreciate the Deputy Senate President, the leadership of this Senate, and the minority leader, the uncommon minority leader. We have no APC senators, neither do we have PDP senators. We have senators of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and the unity of purpose, the unity of strength that have been demonstrated in this chamber have further strengthened my resolution and belief in the unity of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. I also want to say, my colleagues, it is time we again remember that verse of our national anthem. Arise, O compatriots. The time to rise and defend the Talakawas, the Mekunus, the poor Pamoy Tapan Umuleri, the organizer in Obomosho, and the Meshai in Ilorin, the time